What up, universe? It's me, Tiffany Alex, the creator and host of Tiff Mode, your podcast place for you to fill your fields, for you to hear others in their fields, and for you to hear me in my field, all unbothered, unjudged, and unapologetically.
What up, universe? It's me, Tiffany Alex. I know it's been a long while since you've seen me. I believe my last episode we were talking about workouts, but this episode I'm talking about something very special. Birthdays, and not only because of Scorpio season, but because it's my season. My birthday was November 18th, and on that day I turned the big 3-0, and I was juiced about it. I was very much juiced about it. 20s, my 20s were very rocky for me, and becoming into a new age and a new person, trying to grow and thrive and just discover me more as an individual, I was ready for my 30s. I was excited for it. I was juiced for it. I was looking forward to, I shouldn't say I was looking for it, because I am still looking. I'm excited about my new journey. I'm excited about rediscovering myself in a new era of time. 20s were difficult. It was very tricky. It was definitely a lot of life learned lessons, and it was a mid experience of seeing how the world really works, and I'm excited for my 30s so I can see how the world really works within my perspective. Knowing that I know what I know now, and just taking a lot of experiences and taking knowledge from others and seeing how your 20s could go, how it really went, and what was said to be expected. Being 30, talking about my 30s with others, and just being a better person now than I was before. I'm a little bit more coherent than I was in my 20s. I'm excited because now I can see it through my own lens. I can see my perspective of it. I'm excited. I'm excited. When I think about my 20s, I wasn't really aware of a lot of things, as far as being social, as far as being professional in some places, as far as just knowing about life and taking on the responsibility that comes with being technically 21 and up. I had to do a lot of growing without really knowing I was growing. You go through the good parts of 20s, like you get to drive, you get to rent a car, you get to go places with friends, you get to go to clubs, bars, drinking, all that, of course. Being over 21 on your ID, yeah, I get that. But 20s, it also came with a lot of difficulty. It came with a lot of challenges, obstacles. Y'all know within my first video, the introduction of the host was me, Tiffany Alex. I talked about being in jail at one point and going from doing that to trying to rebuild myself between 23 and 25, and then being able to actually feel somewhat of freedom by 25. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I got my first job when I was 25 because of all the complications and my obstacles and just a little bit of everything that was happening in my younger years. So being 25, getting my first job and all that was very big to me. Just rebuilding my life as a person. I literally felt like I was something like a phoenix when I was able to do all those things. It took a lot to rebuild. It takes a lot to rebuild yourself, and every situation is different. Every obstacle is different. Every road to life is different. So you literally get to tell the obstacles and the glories of your life because you are an individual. And to be able to do that for people and for myself, it's a really eye-opening journey. It's very eye-opening. I'm thankful for it because now I get to express it to the world. I get to be an example for some. I can maybe motivate others and inspire others. It's really good to know that even when you're at your lowest point, and everybody at one point think that they're at their lowest point, that you can rebuild yourself up and be even better than what you were before. It's crazy, and I love it. 25, I rebuilt myself, got my first job and everything. 26 was kind of like just a go by kind of year. I don't really remember too much big stuff during 26. I guess I don't know. 26 was just the time, I guess. It was just the time to be spent. 27, 28, those were more like okay, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to meet people, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to find my circle of friends, all of that. 28, 29 was when I really started to see the change between 25 to 27, 28, 29. And you literally think like, wow, you're a legit caterpillar turned butterfly, is how I like to put it. Like, you literally get to see your growth, and it's like, wow, like, it was really messy at some points, but at the same time, I was like, wow, I really went through that, and I achieved it, and I overcame it when I thought that I wasn't going to be the best fit for it, or it wasn't going to suit me. Like, I was able to do that. And 29, I had a ball. I was able to connect with people that I didn't think I was going to be able to connect with. I was meeting new versions of myself. I saw the beauty in a lot of stuff that I thought were not so beautiful. 29 was a time for me. Winter of 2018, kind of all of 2019 was a time for me. I did the most that year. It was the most in a good way. Yeah, there were some ratchet moments for those who know me. There might be a little bit of ratchet moments, but it was a time. I had a blast. It was good. It was good. For anybody who is about to be between 26 and 29 is when you really kind of, you feel yourself a little bit. And not feel yourself in a cocky or conceited way, but feel yourself in, I'm coming into my own a little bit. Yeah, there's still some stuff that I don't quite know what to do or how to handle, but I'm slowly progressing. I'm slowly coming into my own. That's what the eras of 26 and 29 really represent. And going into 30, I can admit, and I will admit it with no problem, like, there's a lot of stuff that I still have trouble with. There's a lot of stuff that I still want to know. There's a lot of stuff about myself and the world that I want to discover. Like, I always, y'all know me, I like broadcasting, I like podcasting, I like showing emotion and being okay with that. I like being vulnerable and it being okay without judgment. And with that, I know I've always known that I always like wanted to do TV or television or radio or something to where I couldn't express all those things. But being 30 and always knowing that I wanted to be someone else that can coexist with that, and now being 30 and knowing, okay, yeah, I have to make the legit steps. It can't just be a dream. It can't just be a thought. I have to legit do the steps. Some people learn this faster than others. Some don't. But you have to at least attempt to try to understand what you need to do in order to be who you want to be in your complete happiness. Like, I know my next step is being somewhere that can provide all of that. Like, I love where I'm at, but now it's time to be elsewhere. It's kind of like you start your path, but you gotta keep moving forward. You can't stay in one spot for too long. And I'm trying to grow, like full circle grow. Why can't I get that out? Full circle grow. Like, I'm trying to grow. Like, and sometimes a drastic change is sometimes for the better. Now, the destination is still a mystery, but that's like one of the best parts. Like, you don't really know where you want to be until you actually go and look and discover what can possibly be out there for you. Because environment is everything. Environment, it goes hand in hand with your happiness. So you have to be wanting to possibly just take that uncomfortable step and be in a different scenery. Which is that's one of my next goals as being 30. It definitely is. Just finding your place at home. Because they say the home is where the heart is. My heart is kind of like everywhere as far as like places. I like different spots. I don't know. But yes, finding your happiness within your environment is very important. So that's one of my next steps. And with being 30 and going through 29, 27, 25, you get to understand, like, okay, like, you see not the world, but the people around you, which I guess is technically your world. You see the way people look at you and everything and their perception of everything. But you have to remember to take your own perception and your own understanding in hand with what you want to do next too. So you definitely want to make sure that you do think about yourself and you think of your options as an individual, because people will tell you what your options are and give you all the support that you have the potential in the world. But you have to know that you have the potential within yourself as well. You have to be able to do that. Like, if you don't see your own potential, you're really relying on everybody else to see how, or to not even see, but to really like manage how you see the world, how you see it. And you want your own opinion of that, because that's how you create your own life. That's how you create your own happiness. That's how you move forward within life. You definitely want to know your own standards and abide by your own standards. If you don't meet somebody else's standards, don't feel bad about it. Take it into consideration and understanding, but don't feel bad about it. Not completely, because you gotta hold your own too, and you gotta you want to do what you really feel is good for you, because everybody's not gonna see your vision. So if you see your vision and you're seeing it within a strategy that can be healthy and everything, like, do it. I say do it. At least try. What is the problem with trying? Nothing. I would definitely say try. And while I'm thinking this right now, like, technically it's no longer Scorpio season, but happy Scorpio season. To all my friends that were Scorpios, happy belated birthday. I said happy birthday to some of y'all. And for the ones I didn't, I'm sorry if I didn't, but I'm shouting this out now. Scorpio season it was a thrill. It was a wild ride. It was fun. It was definitely fun. I had a lot of great moments with a lot of great people. I feel like I think for that whole month, I was probably having fun every weekend. Just making sure I was having fun. I can't do it throughout the whole week, but it was good. And happy new birthday to Sagittariuses, to my friends who have past birthdays within the past, 2 weeks. Happy birthday to the ones coming ahead. Happy birthday. There's a lot of y'all that I love y'all. Like, y'all be a good time too, and y'all know how to party and wild out. But y'all also keep a level head too, so I appreciate that, because us Scorpios, we kind of crazy in a good way. And with my 30s, I want to take the appreciation and love and understanding of where people stand in your life a lot more seriously too. Like I would say between like 27 to now, I've really gotten to see who has really been there for me and who really loves me, and even the levels of, if it's friendship, if it's family situationships, if it's even some tried romantic relationships. Like, I appreciate where we are to this day. Know that you all have like a place in my heart and everything. Like, I'm very happy with who I have as my support system, and know that I support y'all fully all the way back. I try to be everybody's biggest cheerleader. I really do, and I'm very thankful for everyone who has rooted me on, because within the last year, which was 29 to 30, I've been really focusing on a lot of different things in my life, and like my health has been one of the biggest things. Like, y'all have been seeing, who follow my Instagram, Tiffany A. Diamond, and sometimes I also posted on the Tiff Mode podcast. That's tiff.mode.podcast on Instagram. I've been really kind of focusing on my health a lot more, and that's as far as mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. Like, I've been trying. So the ones who do see it, the ones who really appreciate me for me at least trying to do better, I appreciate you. I love you, and I'm thankful for a lot of y'all. I really am. I'm very thankful. It hits different. It hits different to know that people actually support you trying to find your happy, and that's literally what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, in every relationship, family, friends, romantic, like I want to move forward in order for us to be better. And sometimes that takes some drastic steps. Sometimes it doesn't take drastic steps. Sometimes it legit just takes understanding. Like, understanding is not that hard to really coexist with. It's not hard. As long as you have a mutual respect for the person, as long as you can understand, even if you don't fully agree with their situation or how they do, just be there for them. Like, that's all it is. It's okay not to agree with the person that you love all the time. You don't always have to do that, but at least show some understanding and some encouragement. Like, yeah, go ahead, and if this is really going to make you happy or just satisfy you to the best of the abilities, at least try, at least do it. Like, support is not that hard to give. You gotta do more work trying to get dollar bills in your hand than actually showing somebody support. Like, I don't know. Like, I appreciate everyone who has shown me support, and I love you guys all. I'm appreciative. Like, a lot of people don't say how appreciative they are within life, but I can admit I'm appreciative of the person. I always tell people I love them. That might be a little bit too much, but like, it's a meaningful word. And it doesn't always gotta mean romantically. It sure don't. It doesn't. But now, I had said something about romantic relationships. With 30, I definitely plan on trying to get myself a little bit more out there, because we're working on myself. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on friends. I'm focused on family. Like, So the whole other side of me doesn't really get the attention that it needs to and all that. But being 30, wanting kids, wanting to be happy with someone else is something that I'm going to take into account. I will take it into account. How I go about it, that's going to be the tricky part. That's going to be the tricky part because I appreciate dating apps. I've done the whole dating app thing. It doesn't necessarily always work for everybody. But that's not going to be my main source of trying to find a significant other, or at least even just someone to have fun with. Like, that's so for those who know me and kind of know my type and everything, if y'all can suggest anything, I will take it. I will think about it, and I may or may not run with it, but I will take it at least into consideration because your girl needs help at least a little bit in that aspect. Like, I know you can go out and everything, bars and all that, but with everything that has happened within the past year, how can you really just go out and do the stuff that you love actively? Like, how can you really go out and do the stuff that you love without kind of being restricted? So if you guys can help me out with that, I would surely appreciate it. I thought about trying like poetry spots and going just downtown, maybe like of another city like the Bay Area or Sacramento or something, but I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'll keep y'all updated with that one. I'll definitely keep y'all updated with that one. So yeah, with dating, we were talking about dating and everything. I am going to take a little bit more energy into trying to date because the girl ain't getting no younger, and that's not even a negative sense, but if I'm gonna be real, sometimes the dating pool can be smaller as you go up. So I'm gonna try. And that's only sometimes. So like I said, I'm gonna try. Yeah. My dating life, that's another story. That's another story. But 30s, what? And see, my perception, like 30 and expecting, like I'm expecting myself to really get to the point where I'm completely happy in each aspect of my life. Like each aspect. And everybody has different levels of aspects in their life. But I'm talking about like mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Like, I want to be happy whatever it is that I am funding from. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I do this. Like, I love broadcasting. I love podcasting and everything. I don't really put a dollar amount on it, but to make money off of something that you love to do, to where you don't even consider it a job, it's your everyday life. You get paid to live your life. That's what I want, and I see that. Like, and everybody takes the steps to do those things for those who want those things, and everybody's step is different. I'm taking the steps that I feel like I need to, that's slowly getting me there. And because I'm doing that, I've got into the possible idea of going back to school for like media broadcasting and all of that. At one point I was really thinking communications because, as y'all know, I love supporting people, I love helping people, I love just being there for people. So I was doing communications for maybe the wrong reasons, because I was looking into like social work and all that, but human resources and all that. But I don't think that's me. I've always loved something in media. Like and y'all know this because I've talked about this in multiple videos. Y'all know this, but I think I'm actually going to take the step forward again and go back to school. If that's a JC, if that's doing what I got to kind of go just kind of straight into a university, like I'm gonna try it. Like, I really wanna go through this within my 30s. Like, sometimes you gotta take the necessary steps. There's unnecessary steps, and then there's necessary steps. Going to school and being about it would be a very necessary step, and I'm willing to try it again. Like, I wasn't focused in school when I was what, 19, between like 19 and 23. I wasn't focused in school. I wasn't. I'm not gonna front it. And that was more solely because I was kind of scattered all over the place. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what to major in and what to minor in and all that. Like, now that I kind of have a decent idea, which I can still get help with that with counselors and everything, and people who do it what I want to do. Like, I got time, and I'm taking the necessary steps at a nice time, at a nice pace, but also knowing that I got the time to still get all this stuff within range too. And I'm excited for it. So school is definitely one of my next steps with being in my 30s and everything. What else with 30? With 30, I want to, cause I know that I'm a good friend, but I know I need to do better as well. I do need to do better with my friendships. For those who think that I haven't been there enough, and that's solely your opinion, you have the right to your opinion. I'm sorry. I will do better. I will do better within my 30s. I will do better, because we don't understand how valuable friendships really are until we hit like I would say like around 26, 27 is when you really start to kind of see that friendships and substantial ones are really important, are very important, and to be able to hold them and feel secure in them and just be there for the person. Like, yeah, like friendships are really meaningful as time goes on, especially as you get older. We don't be knowing it around our mid-20s, but I'm sorry to all of my friends that I'm sorry. I'm just gonna try to do better, and I really want to do better because I love a lot of y'all. Like, a lot of y'all. I love a lot of y'all, and so I will do better as a friend. Like, I promise. I legit promise. And there's a lot of y'all that have been good to me, and to even feel like I haven't been good to you means that I'm not doing my full best, and I apologize for that. I really do. I'm sorry if I don't check on you enough. I will check on you more. Check-ins with everybody. Yeah. See, and that's the other thing about 30s. Like, it's a lot of realizations, like, and being held accountable for yourself. It's a lot of those. It's a lot of just being able to see where you messed up at, because a lot of times when, depending on how much we've grown mentally and how old we are and everything, we don't like to take accountability for a lot of the stuff that we do in our life, and even that affects other people's lives. Like, 30, it made me really realize, like, where my fault it is in a lot of stuff, where I mess up, where I do the most, in a good and bad form. Like, accountability is everything. Accountability is everything. It really is. And I'm within my 30 years and even before, like, to the two people who have taught me about accountability, I thank y'all so much. My mother and my father, y'all have always said, like, hold yourself accountable when you did what you did. Whichever role that is that you play, hold yourself accountable. And I try every day. To hold myself accountable for the stuff that I do. Even when I'm at my most irritated, I try to hold myself accountable. At least see it. Do I always apologize for it? No. And that's a flaw of mine. We all got flaws. That's a flaw of mine. Sorry. I don't always actually call it out. But I do want to say that I want to work on calling it out on myself, not on other people. I'm not. If I can see it, I can see it. And if you don't see it, I don't know. Sometimes you tell somebody, sometimes you don't. It's just going to be between the relationship of me and the person. So, but I thank y'all. I thank my queen and my king of a father. Like, I thank you guys so much. I thank you so much. I really do. Like, y'all molded me. Y'all molded me. Like, did y'all think y'all would come out with a kid with this goofy or fun or cute? I thank y'all. Yeah. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Mom and Dad. They are also who my biggest inspiration for a lot of my outgoingness came from. Like, for as long as I can remember, my mom and dad have always been just so hospitable. They know how to talk to people. They always had their fun when they know how to, like, throw a shindig or anything. Like, y'all know how outgoing I am, especially when y'all see me out on the street. Yeah, y'all know how goofy I am and everything. My mom and dad play a big role in that, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna pay y'all back someday on everything, cause these 30 years they have not been easy. They've been a ride, but they have not been easy. And I love y'all for the way y'all build me up. Y'all molded me and y'all built me up. I'm very thankful. Y'all have allowed me to discover my gifts and my purpose, even through my flaws, and to what some don't even see as flaws. If I see them as flaws, or other people do or don't, like, to kind of understand and really kind of push forward with your gifts and your purpose when you get somewhat of a realization of what they are. Like, just growing up, I've always known that I had to show that it was okay to be different and to love yourself. You have to live your life to your positive and genuine advantages. Cause advantages could be bad, like, but it gotta be the good ones. It gotta be the good ones. You have to know your gift and share it with the world, which I feel like I'm slowly trying to do. I full on believe my purpose is to show difference, like I expressed. I think it's to show beauty in different ways. There go different again, my bad. To be inspired by the unexpected, which I sometimes show the unexpected, and sometimes I show Tiffany. Like, I don't know if that's unexpected or not, but yeah. To really understand, at least get an understanding of your purpose and really allow that to shine. You don't know how many people you kind of affect in a good way until you really try to use your gifts, understand your purpose, show your happy out loud and unapologetically. And my parents have allowed me to do that. No matter what the age was, they've always allowed me to do it, and I'm thankful. I am. I am. Like, it feels good to really just get a idea of what you're supposed to do, because you can either continue to go with it with one eye open, one eye closed. And I say that because you gotta have faith in yourself, and you also have to have faith in your higher power. You have to have faith. You have to have faith in your higher power as well. So you have to think about it with one eye open, one eye closed. Like, go with it. You gotta go with it. And it has taken me a lot to understand that I have to go with it. It has taken me a lot to understand that it was okay to be out of the ordinary for a lot of people. Because you know what? Somebody out there like it. Somebody out there like it. I can't quote a Friday reference, but for those who know, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So, with my 30s, my goals were, and I have three. It's to understand your gifts and your purposes and live those out loud. It's to master your dream. And it's to understand your own potential while also taking other people's understanding of your potential. Like, you to be able to walk among life with, I would consider those 3 rules of thumb, or I don't know what the saying is, but yeah. You can take that in, you cannot take that in. It's up to you. It's up to you, and I just know it's been working for me. And yeah, I started late, but it's working for me now, and I'm running with it. Like, man, just live your own happy. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, you just have to live your own happy. Set yourself on fire. Like, just know that you are the hot that the world needs to see. You are the sun, you are the moon, you are the stars. You are whoever you want to be. You are whoever you want to be. Like, for real. Can you pause it real quick? Because I want to play a song. So yeah, just understand where you shine on this earth. Because, I mean, if you think about it, we all of us, we're just reflection of the stars. Like, we're all shining, we all beaming. We just gotta know when to shine our light and when to dim it for somebody else. We don't always have to dim it, but come on now, share the world, share the stars, the galaxy, the earth. Like, you gotta share, and to come to a great understanding of my 20s to now entering my 30s. I want to end off with a toast, y'all. Thank you, Mama, for the glass. It says, if you haven't grown up by 30, you don't have to. I'm still doing some growing, Mama, just so you know. But yes, I love the glass. Thank you so much. And also for the Stella. So yes. Happy birthday. Belated birthday to myself, to other Scorpios, to Sagittariuses. It's our time. You about to do this. And remember, always try to set the world on fire with your own flame. And remember what Young Thug said.
Did your mama tell you when something on fire, stop driving road?
Have a good day, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into Tiff Mo Podcast, the 30 and Expecting episode. I love y'all for viewing. I'll see y'all next time.
You just in the pen, I can find you. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just say the word and I run through. 2 texts, no reply, that's when I knew, yeah, I knew. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just say the word text, no reply, that's when I knew, yeah, I knew.